So, if I ate caramel apple cereal every morning for a month, that would cost me $10.80?
It would, but if you ate caramel apple cereal every morning for a month, you might turn into a caramel apple.
Would that be mimicry?
Maybe.
Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.
Everyone is welcome here.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's see our review today.
Oh, I don't know, but I'm excited to find out.
Hi everyone, I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Brianne, one of Maxwell's moms. Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode 410.
Seriously Cereal is made possible by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
Find out more at
www.seriouslycereal.org. That's right, Spoonie.
If you eat your cereal dry, then you're a snacker, like our buddy, Bowler.
Oh.
Hello!
Hey. Or, if you prefer your cereal with milk, then you are a spooner, like our pal Spoonie. He's also Seriously Cereal's director.
Every month we create episodes with a theme. This month's theme is...
Mimics.
Mimicry is when something looks like or acts like...
Something that it isn't.
Oh.
Like caramel apple cereal.
A cereal that mimics the flavor of caramel apples.
Yeah. All right, Spoonie, time to talk. Okay, let's get our bowls. Here we are.
Wow. Well, I am not a huge caramel apple fan like your other mom, Jennifer.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think anyone likes caramel apples as much as Jennifer does. I mean, they're not bad, but I kind of find them kind of messy and definitely pretty sticky.
I agree.
Yeah.
The first caramel apples were made in the 1950s, but the first candy apple was made in 1908. I wonder, is a candy apple a mimic of a caramel apple?
Well, okay, a candy apple has like a red, hard candy coating. Well, a caramel apple is, well, caramel. So I'm not sure if it counts as a mimic, but it is interesting.
Have you ever eaten a candy apple or a caramel apple?
No.
Which one is your favorite?
Let's see what our friends have to say.
All right.
Okay, Spoonie, time to share.
Hello there, this is David. Have I ever had a caramel apple or a candy apple, and which do I prefer? Well, growing up in Scotland, I did look forward to having what you would call candy apples. We called them toffee apples. My mum used to make them herself at home. She would get a pot on to boil of sugary syrup, and then she would get a stick and stick it into the apple, and then swirl the apple around in the boiling syrupy mixture, put it on a plate to let it cool down a bit, pick it up again, swirl it a bit some more to get a thicker and thicker coat of that lovely sugary, crunchy surrounding to the apple. Oh, I like that. If she got the technique just right, you get a lovely warm crunch of sugary goodness followed by the kind of tart, sour crunch of apple. It's just a lovely combination of flavours and textures. However, if she got the technique wrong and put on too thick of a layer of the toffee candy and the apple, and you waited too long to let it cool down, then when you bit into it, you could break your teeth on it, and that's not quite such a delicious memory.
Hi everyone, my name is Cyan Brodhacker. I have had a caramel apple before. I don't think I've had a candy apple, so I would have to say my favorite is the caramel apple. But I would say that the caramel apple, it depends on which type of caramel is used. If dark caramel is used, oh, it's delicious. But if it's regular caramel, it's way too sugary for me.
Mark Miller here again. I've always liked caramel apples. I grew up with caramel apples and they started doing that hard red candy apple stuff. It's okay, but caramel apples is the original. And just a combination of flavor of the caramel and the apple just can't be beat.
Hi, my name is Amber and I'm answering the question about caramel apples and candy apples. I have had caramel apples and I have had candy apples. I think that my favorite is actually caramel apples. I like caramel apples because they're easier to eat. You get more of the caramel flavor with the apple, and I think that the sweetness of the caramel offsets the tartness of the apple really well. I feel like also you can dress up caramel apples. I like caramel apples with pecans or nuts on them. And you can add extra things, where candy apples is just really that red sugar coating, and I feel like they're too sweet. And I don't really like things that are too sweet. So I like the balance between the sweet and the tart with the caramel apples, and the softer coating of the caramel versus the candy coating of the caramel or of the candied apples. So I think it also depends on like which kind of apple they use and the quality of the apples, but caramel is definitely a winner in my book, and that's the one I prefer.
Thank you, friends.
What do you think? Head over to seriouslycereal.org and use the mailbox to send us a message.
Yeah, we love hearing
Good
from you.
morning.
Hey, Forkamillion!
A serving size is... There are calories per serving, and each serving has grams of carbohydrates and grams of added sugar. Children should have no more than 12 grams of added sugar each day, and adults should have no more than 24 to 36 grams of added sugar.
Thanks, Forkamillion.
You're welcome.
So, most types of apples are pretty sweet, and caramel is definitely sweet, so I'm not surprised that this has a lot of added sugar.
It also has a very large serving size. If you cut the serving down to just 1 cup, it would only have 12 grams of added sugar.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Honestly.
Much better. Oh, hi, Spider.
Hello, Bowler.
Hello, Seriously Cereal Team! I wanted to let you know that what you're reviewing today costs... And there are... servings. Let's figure out how much each serving costs. Divide the price by the number of servings. Ta-da! Math is awesome.
Thanks, Bowler. Thank you, T-Spider.
35 cents is the average price per serving for cereal, so this is only a penny more.
So, if I ate caramel apple cereal every morning for a month, that would cost me $10.80?
It would, but if you ate caramel apple cereal every morning for a month, you might turn into a caramel apple.
Would that be mimicry?
Maybe.
Alright, Spooty. Time to taste. Alright, so we'll be splitting this.
Definitely.
Ooh, yeah, the scent is very, very strong. Definitely smells like caramel.
Alright. Okay, these are not quite like a Kix. They're actually even rounder than that. They're like a
Yeah.
super, super round. I'm not sure immediately what to compare them to,
They're
actually.
very vibrant colors. They're green, red, and brown. So I'm assuming it's the two types of apple, red and green apples. And I mean, there's more than that.
Brown
but
for the
colors.
caramel?
Yeah, brown for the
I
caramel.
guess.
Let me give this a try.
Off the top, like the first thing off the top I get is like, it reminds me like a similar flavor to almost to Apple Jacks, but like not Apple Jacks. But I get a little bit of that, but almost like Apple Jacks if it was like a brown sugar edition. Like I'm getting a lot of like a brown sugar. Like it reminds me of when I used to have cream of wheat when I was a kid and add like a little cinnamon and a little brown sugar to it.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
It's I find that this particular brand, the base of the cereal, like what if they use rice or they use oats, is always very interesting, and like that flavor always comes through very strongly.
Mm-hmm. It seems much crunchier than Kix, like much firmer.
Well, it's a little bit glazed. It does seem look denser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm not really getting anything. Oh, it's okay. I'm not really sure if I'm getting anything that says apple or caramel. The scent is caramel to a T, but yeah, like even just kind of like taking a moment, I'm not really getting much of an
I feel like it's buried in there.
aftertaste.
Like when I take a handful of them, and I'm gonna try. I like to do this when they're colored. I'm gonna try just to eat the green ones, and then just the red, and then just the brown. Now that I've had the mix. Like when I take a bite, it's like I'm like, oh yeah, like in there's some Apple Jacks or something. But then it's like it's a very fleeting. It's like a whisper of I was like, apple.
Yeah, actually, it's like a whisper of specifically Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks.
All right.
Carried on the breeze. But no caramel whatsoever. And as far as I can tell, I just had a whole spoonful of just the red and green ones. None of these seem to have. They don't seem to be like the colors don't seem to indicate the flavor, which is it's very strange, very bizarre. And that's especially interesting because this is Great Value, which is the Walmart brand of cereal, like a store brand, and. In the past, they've made other cereals that are similar in shape to this. They've done cotton candy cereal.
Yes.
There was
they were the same shape.
Strawberry lemonade cereals. Like most of them, like honestly, I mean, okay, some of them had like quite a lot of added sugar, but regardless, most of them actually did taste pretty close to what they're mimicking. This though, I feel like if you gave this to me. And like I didn't know what this was, I don't think I'd guess caramel apple. I mean, what this kind of looks like to me, it kind of reminds me of like a Christmas tree, like see like the
It does.
like the bark,
Themed
the
very
tree,
Christmassy.
and then like little red like ornaments, like a decorated tree.
Oh, definitely. No, it is actually. The colors are very Christmassy. The flavor is. It's unique while being at the same time vague. This is vaguely unique, uniquely vague.
Yeah.
I think uniquely vague, actually. It's like Apple Jacks were stored next to this cereal, and so it kind of tastes like it, but not really.
Yeah, and it also.
Yeah.
Also, it gets a little like chewy in the milk than Kix do.
Oh.
It starts very crunchy, but now it's like chewy and soft, and it's actually a little jarring. And that's just for me, like pausing from that little moment, and it's like completely changed.
Now here's the plus side. It's not gross.
No,
There's not a weird dye flavor. If the price is right and you just want something different, I say go for it. Fantastic.
I guess.
It is a different flavor. I don't know what the flavor is, but it's not bad. And it's not, the same old Cheerios, the same old Chex, whatever you're used to getting.
It's not bad, but it's also
I don't know.
It's not really great, and the added sugar it's kind of iffy. It's
But
really-
again, big serving size. If you're gonna have a big serving, it's gonna be big added sugar. I mean,
I think I need to think about this.
I definitely need to.
Yeah, I was gonna go make myself a cup of tea. Do you want me to make one for you too?
No, I'm gonna take a small nap.
Okay. reflect
you,
on
though.
things. Alright, sweetie. Sounds good.
Hi everyone! Today, me and Spider have a really great craft for you. We're going to make a tree. Okay, you got me, Spider. We're not going to make a real tree. We're going to use pipe cleaners and a stone to mimic a tree. A thankful tree. Let's get started. During the winter, deciduous trees lose their leaves and leave their bare branches behind. When the world is cold, there's less green around. Sometimes it's hard to remember to be thankful. A thankful tree is a great reminder for us to smile. For this craft, you'll need a rock that fills your hand and 5 long pipe cleaners. You can use any color pipe cleaners and any color rock because thankful trees are pretty magical. You can download and print the Thankful Tree Leaves worksheet from seriouslycereal.org. I also have crayons and a hole punch from my craft treasure chest. I asked the Seriously Cereal team to write something they were thankful for on each of the Thankful Tree leaves. Friends, family, crafts, books, and cereal. Those are great things to smile about. Maybe you're thankful for dogs or cats, or your sister or your brother. Write something you're thankful for on each of the leaves and then color them any color you want. Now let's build our thankful tree. Working with one pipe cleaner at a time, wrap each pipe cleaner around the rock. Then twist the pipe cleaners together to form a trunk and bend them in different directions to form the branches. Trees come in many shapes and sizes, so we can really have fun with this. Our thankful tree is already making me smile. But it isn't done yet. Time to cut out our leaves and hang one on each branch. Wonderful! And that's how paper, pipe cleaners, and a rock can mimic a tree and make us smile. Thanks for crafting with us, everyone. See you next time.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Did you know that everyone who works on Seriously Cereal is a volunteer? We are.
Yeah, it's very true. And you can go to seriouslycereal.org to support us. Now, because Seriously Cereal is safe for kids, YouTube turns off comments when we post episodes online, but we love hearing from you. So, at seriouslycereal.org, use the mailbox to send us a message, and we might read it in a future episode.
Seriously Cereal airs on YouTube on Saturday morning and also on several public access channels and at seriouslycereal.org.
See you next time.
Bye.